Extra time Emre Asu extra time Rasu Kessben 93.3 live Kessben TV so Samson Mutie live and crime Kessben 92.9 I would ensem DNA wabo no kakra di bremo imamu nyina eba ya program so Tony Atrase we are no say dey be kan tew kakra bi na Miki Atrase di local source no akamo Tony Montana
award winner
yeah
while ye nante emre ni hon twe dey total bo ye bonita na fe hen sama ekoso yen local mu but before then e be konkofo across ntien sha se wa monene enso enfan free am Tyson Fury so ye be kai enna homachi Ghana time best 4 a.m. no so bomodin a na theology ni timi ekoso ma Jonte word an kokan adwam 11 fun by way of technical knockouts na Anthony Joshua enso tena TV achiwe about timi course so entin am Tyson Fury timi ebomodin edi nkunim na the next opponent ene hwan ne no ena Tyson Fury papa e fen say John Fury ababo ntin say ne ba no underdog obiase Anthony Joshua say Dylan White o say hwan yo underdog obiase no be kon dia ena straight away ne am Olezada Osek Anthony Joshua ne master no ono nkwa na obi a also no kokon nyesa de a on forget ni kwan so no obi a oni clout bia enso etimi ekokon na UEFA Nations League ne enra na third and fourth etimi about ma Italy HL Belgium enso mutu ma final match ne France ehye Spain 2-1 amo enso timi giso mo na so na yebisa Kevin De Bruyne say am ohe Belgium a golden generation wey monya anwe hwiodo say mo ye niemen mo ben ho na eventually monje na Kevin De Bruyne so no de ohunu say Belgium omo Belgium any 22 players squad papa to say omaya your friend Italy to say omaya your from France and half Spain your kasa omaya betimi produce 22 players obia enso ebetimi astarte say Belgium golden generation ye na enso many stars na to say Italy France Spain any amaya enso etimi aka na after international break na Chelsea able Premier League game against Brentford na the banner Anthony Taylor and the ref will be this match no na Portieni and so akoye VAR na Chelsea for adumi say ref no do games are in koye enti nyame aduma weekend way after international duties no Chelsea and the Brentford match referee Anthony Taylor ne bedi game at Chelsea enso airport yanko Liverpool so the banner say I'm Diogo Jota and Ranko fucking say course my Portugal share coming sa Kata team Anthony say sa game team Amobi na ebusa national team manager Emma Portugal Fernando Santos say denti and akwada 90 member na Santos the man akwana kwakunya no kakra enti ebi mpomeje ne kwan amana free national team camp no na wako ne club say Liverpool no ma access ne Saturday Liverpool and Watford match say Jota betimi abo anase ono enso entim embo Benjamin Mendy since August 27th and apose for etabili no adene kwatwiri mu adan a yeso akwakọ fefe akwada oni akwada no under age na I'm caught and omo efra asem no Man City player no once again wanya bill na che so beko so abiema until next year 2022 and sana case no omo enso etim afi biema na che say so na akwada ye a big star Man City defender na sasu wenso etimi ato na court share no omo enso entimi grant ne bill after 4 years Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain obeso osako na konya beba okosi akan biem edema ne former club Arsenal omo enso ebeboku no Didier Deschamps manager ama French national team no omo world champions and Nations League omo na giso omo national obo Karim Benzema baso say campaign start here Ballon d'Or no I'm for company for Benzema na Didier Deschamps play no more than a striker say I'm the qualities na there nya no beka okasa o start obo adagene mre enso ebetim aboyen Marco Verratti Italian midfielder na obo ne ball o club level Emma Paris Saint-Germain also no the contract with Paris Saint-Germain wu a club obeso asako bim ni nkola bremu team Pescara Italy and the club obeso ko ni ball na ebisa ne say was started so see akan no moment ben energy on panel so and a time Italy for Bomodin Emma Euro 2020 enso etimi GC na so Olivier Giroud former Chelsea striker now or born a partner Zlatan about says Zlatan or a good example you can say person odobi your mentor Zlatan born a ban age on a side commitment no so no otimi overcome me brand Zlatan a good example and so emobian immobile a be available for last you any Inter Milan match now after international break and so ebetimi about Fabio Cannavaro so no dear when is Napoli a Ferris Scudetto no and so ebetimi aji manakwa koyeye Sergio Newcastle for ya you know na manager Ben Elko Antonio Conte Diaba Steve Bruce Ebeko ya Steve Gerrard and Brendan Rodgers and so ya tinti Newcastle for no this can have pa manager kesi bia no na omodindin abebeta so the club ni ma ono so tin akọ
say almost can wait me the organizing nema ewo Newcastle here Visika any players are to say your clubs and come on dinner be so does it yes
go beyond that
you know never be come so many sound money there and you will show the best okay you have commercials kakra na kwa miki abobo local source p ano the best to am so ansana jujemu kakra ene yesu nchichimu kakra na fi yaja dia kanu amamosoma bem ababa church madwen ye basisia
Isani pabasa ya mbre.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Kankra elfa emamo and the game ye chemren kankra mamra we na o shashe free
so the mesha say from Spain now over the weekend the two big clubs Real Madrid and Barcelona omo nyina nko yamfa momo Espanyol a crown omo come back to the Spanish La Liga no with a victory at the Conel de Prat against the White Angels, Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, after losing to FC Sheriff, no Roma against Espanyol, Nasa do be and say, Carlo Ancelotti in the Mantiano, and Nemombe for the Among. But unfortunately, Omoko and Niaman Kuya and Farmomo. And after losing the game, as some of my friend Carlo Ancelotti Eka, and he said, he feels the attitude of his players, no, and Antimia Manamua Amagim, no, Antimia. But so watch Madrid game this particular season. Most of their goals they considered from the right or the left side of their defense. Go ya Raul de Thomas de Tumwe, it was an exception. Branch friend David Alaba, the Benkuma Fasoha, and our goals no more considering na Sergio more consider free. The second goal from Oscar Gel again was an exception, and also and a consider a free. Games on my bonus, so what's the matter that considered it has always been from the left in the Spanish La Liga. In tonight, Mr. Carlo Ancelotti playing against Espanola. Very fast on the right with Oscar Gil and the former Barcelona player Alex Vidal. Name says one to me and because the attacking channel of the Madrid team, no, Branti Vinicius Junior and Deba, he operates from the left. And David Alaman so be him na attacking prowess as a fullback. Into be him say you need one player or be working within that lane to stop the transitional play and acquire Espanyol be fast where you to that particular lane. But Nipa or didn't coach na hono Branti IFN Eduardo Camavinga. But said you unfortunately say Opobi to win battles, Opobi to shut the shop, Opobi obi to ya sa kwan mudia ma on that zone our left side one. Unya sane man from Abranti Fere Eduardo Camavinga. Ne profile no defensively on your solid. Or a player he links up and or a very good when it comes to laying passes. But also uncro for ne call menim. Na on mama show matching fama and as opponent near attacking no yintia kwane da ode dia. Joe, there's no way Abranti Fere Eduardo Camavinga everything I said Juman amount. And in the last few games only one player, coach your friend Carlo Ancelotti, trusting and say, on yes, Sergio Casemiro, again for years. Tony Cruz, buy and so best support Casemiro. So almost bet me a support that lane no to make sure say whoever plays on the left, attacking prowess in the team I work for Madrid. But unfortunately, I'm working for Real Madrid at the Cornell de Prata. Ale Vidal mo show omo experience omo nya in Sevilla, Barcelona, Raúl de Tomás mo boya omo team share Real Madrid by 2-1. On the other side of Barcelona, Luis Suarez guswa ye ne call no. Now after the game no okachi obi say call na oye no na eye call a receive from opinion friend Ronald Koeman last season. Say a friend no okachi and said that the game the team no person obey no on your part of his plans. Nti sebe ya onko no nkope baby enkonkosi akan Suarez felt to say the juma di odi for Barcelona and the multiple odi for Barcelona no Barca amfa kwan papa so antimi antwiti no okoko pie mu ay o Atletico Madrid said you yehu so timi kokobo Atletico Madrid mo win the Spanish La Liga for the first time in 7 seasons and one ka this season Oman Chassis ye but again playing against Barcelona no or trade the likes of Ronaldo Araujo, Gerard Piqué, Benabab, Sergio Destimo, and Oscar Miguel Amose, the form you no. It you need few center backs and me playing out of this particular zone, especially with the inclusion of João Felix up front for ATM. So João Felix, one player or by Atletico Madrid when you're on and off seasons, but this particular game or show the quality. The transitional play of ATM team on an set up so well, and the link with Thomas Lima and Luis Suarez and actually how Diego Simeone are finding a way to balance the squad and tell who ATM say attacking prowess and working say but you so what show against Barcelona it almost a Barca very weak. But let's not forget, Real Madrid is so almost goals. Real Madrid so almost David Alaba. The experience and the quality of a team no, consider more goals than Barcelona. But Barca problem no, the attack. Inti enyawa se Gerard Piqué Benabao edit to just say game no nkomo ball 3 hours to cry and come ntimi nshego. The only clear cut chance about Barcelona side no, the Coutinho boy no be any so be choose the second polar who decided to go in for the first pool. Memphis Depay, Luke De Jong said you these are not guys that you can trust them against a watertight defense of Atletico Madrid. And so Fati ba no ono so be you bia but obi otwe game bia me say man tia se wa Ronald Koeman and them coaches no HNG Coutinho de Ansu Fati ba I thought some kono ne ba be ka ho a ke betimi asesa ne emam e de ama Barcelona. All in all ATM deserve their point. So you know omo kire say omo modebo no so ani omo create decent chances. And again Luis Suarez why and ka coach Ronald Koeman also nya fit to him. In Italy AC Milan against Atalanta, and after David Calabria my first goal no under 1 minute no, then him say team friend Atalanta will be in for a trouble. Again, almost add up a second, and the third one by lately, and Atalanta team now late 2 goals from Duvan Zapata. So what you open here friend Gian Piero Gasperini, or they are two just say Milan are impressing so well. Now in 2019, Milan team Coco Star Stadium we are ball against team my friend Atalanta. Atlanta show by 5 goals to 0. So within a short time in just 2 seasons, Milan are prepared so well. Almost team in a team that is full of big.
Enwotwe afi na mre aduru so se yedi local stories no ebrema mu nyina akwaba eba extra time dwumedi eso Mickey Atrase die nkon honko hede odi ebre pampam jedi ma yentiwe
Well, General Bishop said the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, and the Black Stars in your opportunity a training Zimbabwe ahead of game where Basso a Dutchna, and the Black Stars a team training Zimbabwe ahead of game where Genoa Yabono Echinano, Bibia at the Naquem, Edema the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, no injuries. Players now available for selection on a game in Zimbabwe. But Samson Zimbabwe and so Drew, the no Mukudru, Oma drop it 2 players from their squad. Almost drop 2 players every squad and invite player bako and so ababeka. We say player bako de pra until untimi ensia kind be and invite bako abeka. Sabre we must preparation koso ahead of Omene Ghana game wa yeah baba. But then I'm so much Stephen Baidu. We former player them the senior national team the Black Stars of Ghana. What's it Ghana? Esha 3-1 there. Nenia jepa ewo results are Ghana yensaka anymore.
From uncle phone to me share back on and I didn't like because only a big bonus you just have to go on because football no Nipano all shape not more confidence, especially going back to Zimbabwe Akobono. Go back on Martian will give them more confidence to say so we can also go through. And at a point in time, we said they were making some advances. Now I'm confidence this is Adia Mami happy and say we're able to win and then win 3-1 convincingly. And one of Mami more happy and that's it because there was nothing new actually apart from Isaku that was introduced into the game now. He didn't have opportunity to play under CK more and the only changes if he said people saw say like there was a little of changes, but all in all, no, me feel they did very well and they deserved to win. And then on that day,
when some Stephen Baidu were the 2 jar, I'm for Kata Sabre Jordan, a performance no and Koye into Sabre de Kabia coach and dropping non pe place for from Mosidebi, a Sabre drop it and Jordan and ye young woman the supporting na Yanshan and modern mono a bit masamba back at Yamaye.
I think it is too early for us to judge him. Sir, on a Samoan issue. And at the end of the day, I think media, I still stand by my word, say, well, as much as we are speaking now, Jordan Ayew is the only pinpoint striker, and I say, Obia or before the year war why matured, say, apart from Kudus, film, basing corner. Jordan is the only striker. Yeah, you soon basin there. What you say? We started lambasting Samoan bits and pieces say but later on only a new beer or ben as Samoan umpu. Intermediate me feel say Jordan. Jordan is going through trauma. He's going through a lot because striker for about 24 matches on share goal here is 45 matches on share goal here. Sorry. Nipano what means or dapra on that what in a mechana say omuni last friendly match and crown with the penalty to woman or boss. Sometimes there's ups and downs in football, even in life, Ankasano, there's ups and downs, and I'm very sure Jordan is going through a lot. He's going through a lot. What I say, both physically and spiritually, he's going through a lot. And so if we should crucify him now, it will come to a point that Ghana, because Obiabe will say, oh, when I go through the downs in life, everybody will give up on me. When I was shining and doing my best for the country, everybody was like praising. Well, fine, that is life.
Hey, Stephen Baidu, former Black Stars player. Wakasadefa Black Stars match a boy against Zimbabwe and so yenko other issues. Kumasia Sante Koroko Piemu Dubai. I want to prepare for a year pre-season and I say pre-season and on me I said on 29th league the best nyama beti makonkai and the makotokobo boko and so omutwa womu training so Dubai nyeme kuye de Kumasia Sante Koroko ye fan tudwa se players 2 months outstanding salary and akemwan penifo intimate farm no Kumasi Asante Koroko management no etimetua players no wom salary nyina efro de mama say no outstanding salary and so Kumasi Asante Koroko players no and so munenso so oko technical team no ma one technical team member Samson appear no ne oye goalkeeper trainer what in sema tudwa wase sabro no de contract with Kumasi Asante Koroko na so na amponsa bae no ase oyino esi nkyɛn.
So no appointment letter. I know the money. Appointment letter. I just said no more. Nana, oh yeah, Miss Anno, no, Ojin, who I want to see. Say beginning no, buy or no buy no. I know chair say my situation I'm woman mean to me engagement or the Naja over. Now over here no jam coin. First, I know so man pay 200 million. Now media I pay business BI. I'm smart. Nti China on make a say no say and pen for this kind of doors and this skinny. Nti we mom 6 months salary. I'm saying no intimi no baby because scam with man no is 6 months there. No so almost on pen for na kan say no so mbey. I'm so okay. And off man. And I'm matching them say China. Na say come kobo fake up obuasi o ka chere me say omo kwa aba na obi asan check na ken to ba ko nti omo komra no na e bia ready afi free ho me friend sa on fa phone e friend na on fa phone na ba to summary say omo no appointment letter I know the man
Samson appear. I will know a former goalkeeper trainer with the two jar. Was also the source says Sabre. I will say to be queen operation, said a beer and whom bet me a tono. If he said Kumasa Santa Korokobaka Mukosia Kain, I want Cramo Baumina, a can Quinciano, and no affecting the Sissi, I bedu Sabre, no Hokrano, Entimi, and Tono.
Accident here by if you obey 1 year time, name is Mississippi. I'm say come Mississippi, and I'm the hospital. Hospital based near the dinner, crying at the Katua. Because I buy a for na me Joe Ban a adwuma okotoko good first trainer ba ono so koye surgery enti na fi say emi enu nyina na wa hwa yakoya wa hwa adwuma bebo yen enti me o mo ka se me ko pane bi wo msisi achi 37 million na me ko wo ye because na ono ya na ono ntimi ma training enti me kwa na aka me na that time so afi na ade no pompon ba ntina me ya na me ko pane no so pane ko 37 million anya hwe mo ni receipt ni na wa na na ya kwam de receipt ni bi ama no Doctor kwam chi time na mkoye me ko mo no mo siske ni ho che da ho sa up to now o mu ntua so aso ni na ko na ama manya sa problem yi aso still me no mo kasa o mu person be hebe me call endpoint me call Dr. Mensa ni nyina yes ka to grace gift ni nyina makọ ho nyina so ni nyina so me ho he see the fedia aye west club ntimi kra na tikra. They say doctor here offer me there or say obey surgery but bet you 280 million. 280 million and OG. And or the surgery. They don't cry my lab. No so per se me who say more diabetes until Obama koye lab no pay. I say I can't say many scan akọ or me. Is it 200
Sama goalkeeper trainer Edema Kumasi Asante Koroko Samson appear on also dia tuja yanko across the book kaswe has edi tuja se sabre has of okuzomuguswa a Confederation of African Football wa match katara komo se mu epesa supporters de biba ebehwa akensie bi ubekaya has first game mbo game against Kamsano supporters any opportunity amba this time around the almost expect say yebema mu kwan na supporters etimi ba no metimi enya sika kakra enso ewom Togba Feda ono da across the book no na obo board no abaso bo players na abaso obo supporters na abaso won pempenso a won nyina ta team na bedu sa mpempenso we wosi sabre wo hiom nyina support said the be bepenso a wosi ase dru no won nyina betimi dom sunsum atechire Togbe Afede.
Gratitude to our technical team and our players and to our fans. Very sincerely, my colleague board members, for the commitment that they've shown over the past 10 years, without which we could not be here today. Of course, gratitude to our technical team and our players and to our fans. As I've said earlier, we work as a team. And the expectation is that we'll continue to work as a team, so we would take House of Folk higher and higher and higher.
Yanke umbom Serbia across the work team no yebe pushi dia ko higher and higher we yensema tugbe afede we ya across the work team ra one also edia tuja yento so nsem for menawie and Legon cities wo me de tuja so officially a branch of Eric Ofori entry say said we be omu player as se we beka royal ho nze say de Eric Ofori entry ntawantawa bi ani ntemo se say de waba be player a waba be siakan edema Legon cities a ne wo matimi ede aba bonten enso yanko Kim Faisal boboko na so General Kim Faisal wo mo so do wo mo jesi so me use for this season agima for na sponsor Kim Faisal for General wo mo jesi o me sheni wo mo si home jesi a wo mo e sheni aba league season be hyase away nso so jesi a wo mo e be sheni wo mo wi wo mo se wo mo third goalkeeper no so beda pomu ono so jesi ni na febu we be third jesi a ebekuta Kim Faisal abra league season no eno so eba be hyase enso FC Samates ene de sorry
Adriana for kids bye
yes Saturday
mushu
yes o me show
oh okay
o me show ni Saturday no
okay okay so just incident so fe pa all right but you who say so we ana it was who's a show one day by the
ya draw making fight
kotokodense so draw rosa
ni na obi a
the who say shadow has
the ni who say shadow
okay to yes this is Adriana Jason and papa quality was surankasa wow
this is also Chelsea the show
see yes just we are there a channel
is it has a quite show
has a quite a place
10 and down money mun anya GC number and we omo shirt sponsor
Adriana
bet time
okay
General mama family FC Samates for coach coach Emisa okoso dwumedi 3 months ni and the two Samates for him say on to dwumedi ni so bio omusan say coach there was a personal reasons in the okoso dwumedi from baby and go stars 3 months was say na de obeti my dwumedi bio we ja dwumedi na to say a personal reasons and in the match Emisa aye
wow
okay
sisi ya ndo so una meba ho na ya di nsem no abro kwame owura bebre yehwe bebia so dey fine
General Mamisha sim free the national level they didn't kind of yanka say ye the nyamia se Black Stars akodru Zimbabwe asembi boni ne ni yimwa Brazil ni Argentina for match and tokwa eni ntawantawa entimi amaso enam say ema FIFA ebe mo ne the British government ne Finikasa ene omo red zone for omo special dispensation e de ama football for say footballers ne de omo ko omaya omo ayen red zone na omo betumi akọ wa bro mu ba yemfo mu nkọhye dem enam akoma akudu I think say through that ne Ghana Black Stars players on bebo ha because nanka Zimbabwe for omo kan red zone ho obekaya ye ball match I think against Ethiopia. Ye ko South Africa no because South Africa na red zone about 5 first team starters and to me anko this time around mpanyfo yi side na free ho so almost everybody is there. Honestly Ghana are lucky in recent in qualifiers because one party ni kudu so are available so in tawantawa ni problem ni nyina say free ho we have a full set over there. And for me, it's very good. We hoping say yakudri yetete and some Zimbabwe for no on by a park ye dima train here, which of course wasn't a very good park. But then utim say Ghana and so an assignment here. Yeah, shouldn't rely so much on the Zimbabweans, but the Ghanaian embassy in Zimbabwe no. We're hoping that we'll get a very good preparation and then come tomorrow we give a very good account of ourselves. MRM fees already South Africa enya 4 points from away or about 2 away games, a draw against Zimbabwe and wako Ethiopia. What it means is that second you lose your first away game to South Africa. So we need to get a win by hook or crook in this particular game. See, Timnyasa win now. As the Chinese say, we can come and beat South Africa and then at least get a draw against Ethiopia and we top our group. Inti a game no a must-win game, and I also think that Milo after the first game and after a very good number of training sessions obenya better idea of any playing body Emma ohude obetuma game one thing I me hwe a game no Sajo ye no free on na kopie mu nso so Asante Kotoko aso omaya e friend Dubai I'm training on my schedule on the wall nti Usha contempa anopa be 8:30 utieti in fact I spoke to some 1 or 2 friends and colleagues in Dubai omachreze anopa training no time no and area no timi catch up kakra with them but they drew and ready no mkono be 5 p.m. now and do that time ya na area na perform in fact teams ankasa I go Dubai and most of them train during the night but not the daytime and to console schedules and things say area no benya less effect on them in terms of preparation because also be training normal 3 p.m. na ye one ohano ha untumi area no be boil more and the medical team is what advice on say making sure say a lot of fluid ensure any vitamin C no mo de egu nsuom no be a lot available say the be omunye dehydrated ensure free munimum be hydrated no matima yo madwuma. Another good news about camp here they make it kan say bosumi mi no aketua no mo di players no omatua e dia mamu but closely related to that for me I call it a sad story. Meeting Samsi Ampiano, to be very honest with you, Namaboto. Utie Ninsemna, just a lot of sacrifice. This is somebody who played for Kotoko as a goalkeeper. He really did very well for Kotoko in his playing days. Then, on Kotoko akobo match, Eba, Omabinyanko Enshia. At that time, no Mufuze officer on Ukradi and the Ekakra. At that time, there was a need to be a surgery. Then he sacrificed. Say goalkeeper strain na mirine ohono ono de enho ye kakra sen Joba enti Joba nkonko ye surgery no na ono ye ngoni sisi echipande said de be ya obetumi ni Kotoko akoso ayi training kakra na Joba ba ono so ahwe ne de and it's like things or na pom dia to chacha and then me nim the last time I said you who Sampia
who na chapa
me de I think a month ago a quiet training no case. I was saying KTI, he came. The 9 on Nantia creating. Sisi ni ade. Tiamse wa yama sisi krade jama Sandy kakra no deba training ground so no krano. Eya edin. Na utie ni narration na because of that accident, one there was no compensation that is in the public knowledge. Obi enim. We anu free hono mo a eba say enuntie said why incapacitated. Like on to me no. The current management also told him say it sounds on to me humanity on traffic na omode najao eba beshana ni ye man ko on traffic no until so officially ko mbeja no kwan no kabusume so ese omutuaneka 11 good months ni he has not received a single pay. His contract has not been terminated. Akwanja no so ebeja no so a enyankoye one story or the other to the extent that I feel the friend penny bia ubia and fan call. So sad. Now no just 700 Ghana cedis.
I see.
I a bit so sad. Eti where they may make us say I don't want to put a blame on anybody, but the Kotoko system no. Now sometimes me can say to baby Mr. Uso when the baby koi.
Yeah.
He worked for Kotoko for some 25 years. Snake cry and Trebida. Papa ne defi nobody mind him or diary hosa a koi. I think say the family Asante Kotoko should help Samson Ampia. They should help him. Now I don't know if Nana am consulting in can. Onye we inform papa no. Oh, and there may be also for now. You see, I so sad. Of our own father. The man is sick. He's your worker. The contract has not been terminated. He has an appointment letter. And as we speak, are we saying the uncle status na ebeye ebeshe Kotoko en munyam say nipa wasum tim na beduru ebi no also ni tim ni kotweman so se Kotoko
mo ko ho nyina so dibi no
Oh, that's the same way. Oko homu ni
tu. Just say omo awon kotoko ko
status.
Odia bajiska kotoko.
And I make say same way say oko status any 2 minutes. On better same way so we declare man. Into omo hwe. At least board for no. Omo so for man on to be. E bia na CEO no so atwe bi na emma. But the ideal thing is that when our sanction crofo etu omo salary. Se nya no time obetum ka say be work ade oye wadwuma no yare na ntontumi ma adwuma na onyi na dia. Enkono mpo na otua ne ka first. Se wuntumi take care of the medical bills the busumi aketua de enkem. But to ignore it and refuse to pick his calls is a bit inhuman.
Yeah.
So extremely sad.
And tiase so won tiase na de ekono o feel say okay amount. So Samson appear unua o papa o fa bi ana obusu ni bi na saadi de na wan ka be de ana say wan kasa enche ni so gwa kwotoro ho nsem no wo na ye de wi aye wa ka be de nyem fansia that's all.
Yes,
young
but kakra kan so omumwa no Sergio, straight to Hasselhoek. Supporters who have Black Stars match no ebia na hwe club football inti the omo ye dem Black Stars no munye bi mfama Hasselhoek. All the efforts Mikai Ebra GFA release omo de beto omo side through the hard work and then the bargaining prowess of the Ghana Football Association. Omotima fight ama Black Stars game no kafa jiatum say yama omukwan na nipa 4,000 emra mehe. The same GFA people are there. They represent Hasselhoek and represent Ghana. Has into me say GFA ho enko CAF any CAF could negotiate on this. They would have to pass through the GFA. So Ghana Football Association omunyisu omu negotiation prowess. Omode ema yetimi ma enkrofo ko he the saying Cape Coast game no omo has game no so mo 4,000 no that's roughly about 40% capacity of that stadium. If Hasselhoek should get 40% or even 25%, I'm sure they bet omo kasubi because Africa no kon easy and omo nko ba bia say Morocco and after the game omo beko even if they give them 25%, at least don't bet peja prices in the kakra na fe no to me ama omonye ska kakra e de akọ very important. Say yo Togbe Afede the 14th, the king of Asogli, the majority shareholder Accra Hasselhoek, the Zegedi board chair Accra Hasselhoek, papa ne ye adwuma na me madwem say mpanyimfo a kesi bi say no so mo do mo hye football mu no mo ye adwuma sun bi a esese ayebo mo abaso ni kwanse gya na trasa. It's not so easy to get a club from US of a club from Germany and then say a forming tripartite committee. We are free on my name or more yeno Hobiman now fe we to say has about Africa at the same time. Sometimes one we are because say African developmental projects you wait. Interestingly, Hasselhoek is chalking success on the field of play. At the same time, they are chalking success in terms of infrastructure. They have a solid youth team. And some making no my dream say papa ne yadi into see a bonabaso. Na ha supporters no sun tanechi. My dream say ha supporters no almost what theatre kakra in terms of donations near the estimate and only donations near day, but they can also up their game and support the club Hasselhoek and the man Togbe Afede. Finally on Stephen Bedu. Stephen Bedu was a super defender. Mishenipa when playing for Ash Gold and San Oko taking there eventually will be with King Faisal. He's speaking like an ex-footballer. Or then who share Jordan Ayew and Pabwem say go through a lot for a striker to go some 45 games and score just a goal. The guy is going through a lot, and I see a support, and Nico say yinima to the extent that Nico see a drop. You see, Sergio, football passion, but resources are very important. Sene Osi Jordan transfer you be nebabebo. That person also deserves support. So make me believe we say yes, he can be supported, but not at the expense of results. Okay. If the inclusion will give us the results, why not? But if the inclusion will not give us the results, coach in the amount of 1 year pay, say we extending it depending on the obey. Enti menya sure say Rebecca say you're supporting by playing him in the game always when we are not too sure we are going to get the goals. For me, results is very important. Yes, he can be part of the team, he can be psyched. Ghanaians should not chastise him, but that does not necessarily mean that he's going through a lot in tea. Dropper. Ebasa, no.
Okay.
Results first.
Franco Naro. Much luck to the Black Stars. You are all we have. Go on and on. Beat the Zimbabweans tomorrow. The strongest man, Uduefi Boase and Abraham. Coach Milo has given us hope. Has given us a little hope. But our second game against Zimbabwe is what can sustain the hope we eagerly need to propel our chances in 2022. Boss, it could be early days, but undoubtedly Milo is a disciplinarian and it had an injection in the players' attitude. Also, I like the transparent nature of the three continents partnership among Hartlepool, Hoffenheim, and Cincinnati. If not for anything, it takes some level of seriousness and importance attached to the deal. For the representatives to fly down to Ghana, but such brings a vibe around deals and it makes it all inclusive. Finally, boss, please. Okay. Didi, and anyway, and so free. Accommodate Senior High School, Abre, and Dikem.
You know, Eric Furianchi joining Legon City, and I think it's a very good deal. Yakan, the lives of Sylvester Saki and Fatah Mohammed, Fatah Dauda, sorry. I'm a performance for Legon City last season in the FA Cup, in the Ghana Premier League, and Shadan Koyibia. Tino Mubi here stand out goalkeeper with Napo Masajo. Obet me a born home or Diamani met me a koye. At a point, Ebase, Alawane, Legon City for ye training my account, Baby issues here and there, media by and finally. Legon City Timian imposter as I do. I think say Beboa. I'm only hoping say he will live up to expectation. Because Ghana almost say a goalkeeper imposed for our national team. But when you see a goalkeeper say about transition, now see a for player from under 20 to the Blasters. Otherwise, one of those goalkeepers that can be considered because the last time he a ball competition, it was Senegal on a day goal in Dima. He only need to be fit, he only need to be consistent. Not a performance, never cost to see he can be considered. Say ononso emra non-fa ne modebon me boa the Blaster. And I'm happy. So ononso etimi anya chance okwa copy mo Legon City. But do another worry again. Say le Oshe Legon City for na almost assign 10 players. Into do kwa 15 in whole last season and say in just a year Legon City assigned 25 players. Into anya kwa to kone has in kwa na enya other clubs na that is how football no see running on. And the moment the team no bears and said to unko when the be our pema no wasamba because Oma Yeshua say football ye no and yes no they don't sign 15 and add 10 the next season. No. Oh yes sir, there's no consistency, there's no stability, and the be opposite team need to endure. And teams now Masani Accra Lions drew 11. Red Tamale United drew 9. Media Man and I'm 11. Said you ask yourself, say, what is the plan? A company, your first one teams no almost see no. And one say a sign for signing sake, and after there was a plan. If there is a plan, you don't sign 10 this season and sign 10 the next season because you who team be we are say ibida. Into your clubs no almost sikasem. But said they should beware. So consistency is key in team building. So person who team no eka in the Ghana Premier League ma. Adeba ko ye key. And so benya stability from your technical bench and stability on the field of play. Changing of coaching there. The last time ni can say Ghana and Brazil na buy a league na ye bunma ye change coaches in pa and to here Brazil last season they buy some of the rules a beg government say in every year so bet me a pama a 2 coaches a season because last season your munya teams are no more pam 3 coaches a season. Pick as good for example. How many coaches normally use last season? Pick Kotoko, for example. How many coaches normally use last season? Pick Hasofo, for example. How many coaches normally use last season? And he said, "Oh, your teams so almost percent near Mako ye mom, not the be almost me come in the Premier League, so almost percent almost me compete for the Premier League title." I said, "Oh, consistency is key. Into numbers now or motono, a doors no football no said you, and yes, I know the earlier almost best just the better. Untimely team back peso and fanka. It cut across. Oko bebia obetimi anya sa na ambes na obi esane and so you I don't think say ebeboa am a game no so atimi akoso. Now on the issue of Jordan, I'm say Ghana the adwuma mu obi ana say obi emode bon say na man for raise concern. The usual statement out atipa and support no. Okay ya say Jordan na no support no and so antimi agego. Baby edna say resource matters. Ye hear obi obetimi anya resource re dia maye. For me, I don't belong to the people that Omoka said John and Yenim Film piece or Nyadian. He's a good player. But he must work to earn the support. Because he has an opportunity. Ne form when you are a blaster at the Genebo. Sir Franco can about your family and Pana. You check the number of goals I was in the Russian Division 1 League now. Yenimsen, at least he is the most informed player in the Blasters. And he said, "You, say coach, I'm first a player we can 18 on the Jordan Ebejina mo. At the end I was a Jordan ye. Say training obey at the building the confidence in the back or no one ho. A club you be first building the confidence in the back or no one ho. So obe psychologist and obe psychologist amano no psycho the confidence na babaka. Said you, it depends on our leaders and again it depends on the readiness of Jordan. Inti yan support no dey said you. Opportunities near the Jordan Adebia obo and I know about 59 minutes. I don't know where open your friend or Stephen Bedu call for the support. He must work to end the support. Almost he said you so winning bonus said the mom, you don't pay them mom, you didn't coach Zimbabwe. You were a crucial game against Zimbabwe. Kama Billy to Beba Beka, Nelly Masonda home, any Kevin Makamba home. So their front trade will be deadly than the Omode Bahano. Inti ehoni hia Jordan mo any place no mu kwakusi akande Ghana no Ghana ni bia support no obi a support no from the very first day ADBC ne di aka yo no say support no omo di amano no say you omo work on the field of play to end the support and you say obi ya akofo obi abidi ma yes yen support no say place no omo ti bench no so yen support omo ti nke omo say be ka say form mebo na yen so yen support omo. The reality is that we were Crystal Palace now both day in day out now go cinema. Oba Blasters now both day in day out now go cinema. So you, the coach can decide to drop you. The coach can decide so in minutes I will believe so obey me adia. And I know ya assist Emma Abranti Feni Kudus etimi at the ball not to attend. Let's hope such an so on your opportunity be wa Jordan bet me a deliver. In the last AFCON boy no him being a lone ranger up front, you performance or so much experience when it comes to the national team, and I don't think so playing against the Zimbabwe side no. Said you a be who me makase social game and Zimbabwe ball ha about better to 8 games in it. Omanya draw Makumi and Sapen or Malusu 5. They are not a deadly side. Omuni so much quality in there. Makase Billy Abeba Bekahon and said you baby omujidane omo chances of qualifying to the World Cup no Senate here. And then South Africa and Ghana and April into Zimbabwe for na ankasa omo ho de no ma ho fama omo di rua game no say na be si akọ they only be praying for pride into a players no ne penny for na say make sure say South Africa team akọ akonya draw ha say do yensu make sure at least ye betimi anya a narrow victory near the aba be prepare so well. For me, Ethiopia game nye game a ehu bia. Even South Africa coming here, I don't think say a game a ehu baby. Into your boys no, the Patemo de Maya, the Kudus mo de Maya, the Babamu Bell mo de Maya, the Benjamin Teta mo de Maya no. Said you, we only hoping such no more mo betimi a bomber there. Me only problem here is defense no kakra, especially the center back no. Ne quite them into the coach Jonathan and Jiku need to work hard to make sure say they will be watertight against this particular team called Zimbabwe. Billy Atibeba, but with Daniel Amato on the right side, said you, I think say Obama had that assurance and stability. Because Billy at there said you were deadly and it pays on the lines, every team added so much to the Zimbabwean team.
Oh, Fufro, Emrenasu.
Now, Kameka has ne kotoko de na bum 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
Well, so empenimfo ya de say omatimi atua players now standing salary no e de amomo. We adwuma bosome so a so sika won saka. Nti se na omo de omakwa kopi mu Dubai. Ya kan hiring last month ne sha se raise concern about technical team omunti omoka any players omodi omoka. Now so omatimi atua I think say they've done well. And House of Folk Togo afraid that take standard stage or baby. But the reality is that the message but there's transparency everywhere. And Ocean Crofone fly by no beer, one no mobile partnership. No, who hear speech or dema. He's calling for unity. And unity in the bit him the Omaka could do baby a house of getting me no. The days are no more fighting among themselves. Bema at 1 to be far, Masala Sabli to be far, Alaja can be to be far and said you and until a house of folk, San Yemen in our room, or Munina can't boom after the demonstration. And on my backward, the Ababi Sine, and almost push the club forward. Share a near more multi-man no man, or share one who have because a Omubuana Sayampa. But look at a near more multi-man and to go after is all over the place. He's calling for unity and so do I think say unity in a bit in the house book. I could do baby on Peso Model
0551444933 which me a friend now do abeka program no moti Andy Kem and I feel Mosai ati Franco Naro and so enka. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I just asked for me. I'm staying with you.
Okay, you.
We are mama basoni duma pa mama. Ye besle na na yam ponsa ya ye kotoko CEO. Asem nisia ano no ade asem ba. Ye mia former kotoko goalkeeper trainer. Problems how from ye besle na yam ponsa. Mesle no on fa e do so do. Since oba kotoko obi a complain ye frɛ na on fa ye besle kotoko ni sisi baby edo na ahunyi na ye komu na zia boys na kwa kodu Dubai itinka enema ekoso kakra bibi kitwe no asolve na free ho because we media keka na unko for cyber social media di atam iti be sre na ya mponsa ye oya ade ya ye beka oya ne nya ye beba bonta be che ne se owura ne wo ye no enkoye kotoko ta ne ma wo ye twema tra so the bia player former player and now former obi a juma kotoko bia beba bonta no odi ya no odi awo ye papa chef situation wo we be solve simple ye be sre na ya mponsa omna fam ni support na kotoko no pa ne tuma pelfra sajo nyankopon hia no djuma pa mabo
ye da masipa Samson apia oyare o kana sem na emze kakra bi kra na miki ti ho a ode ba you say ka say bon sama papa na brobo so a wan wi abuso mo. Hello
boss
ani say
boss na mi adum na so ai
mi adum
amso ma fi wa
meba o
akwasini VJ mo ni Victor na na segbe mu nyina zeta mi dia na ye rew so o ma fi wo so ayefe seju na mi ani ni Samson apia ta me seju na mra ho na saadi we di na mata ye ya ka chire ye futu ma ye enti tu ye ho fu me bre nyama me bre mu seju di after ni ye bi na nze movie industry ye na ye koso no ye ko to ko juma no be ye nti mo jide ze afo afi de kese izun ko ade 24 ni nti na almost 200 million is cash niska so what I say is capable to bia to make sure say be papa no na no want to say you so we has a full partnership ne to go after the and then in 24 ne omo ya has a full modern ball ma ba say you me ball ma ba so be ball ma ba so partnership e ko so say you and na chere say you as power na tin kunim bi o afa you are doing something bia ne be yin supporters no o me fan pa ball ma pa enter o machi talking about signing no I think the coach Samuel Bodo tactical coach onim de it yenja almost so ne mo hwe players no ma from no yentia almost top players do bebe yenja ne hwe se season na fe na say competition has of folk no say the name ko ni mo say jo ye na say Jordan are you obi anta no because maybe no wo form no ye ya na ne ebo na ba Jordan why de it is na form na de poa ese me kabi benada moni kabi yeah Ghana for support Black Stars no ese na ye kai wonti na supam no working on it said the performance tell na obi bi say ebe na Black Stars en kwa no kwaje ye na Angela from one of my you one no na omototo ko so ro fun no way
uzo me yede
o setama ya kwaje trophy no under 20 kwaje ye no no mo ye Jojo ngo for Jojo jogi volume ye janjile for Mationo. Omu ko soro no. Usi na for.
Afo na ira grandma for so unim hu bi because me hu ho na o kan hu bi. 3 continents, 3 clubs, 1 mission. That's a common theme now. This week is Heart of Folk Week. CAF should just respond to us quick. We can't afford to play behind closed doors again. The boys need our presence and support. Heart of Folk will make Ghana proud this year. Phobia. May God continue to bless our board chairman and keen. We if we Gettysburg, Accra. But in fact, the chat to Accra. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Nana Kwame, I'm sorry for connection.
Nana, into you.
Yeah, I can say, it's first no management. I was so much and take a talk. There's Peter's management in a sense of how much you send a community insurance. At least go to Eddie. I don't know. Just send a airplane, sir. Yes, send a do. I know that flare after the young come. The Guanacra, Ravoma.
This is
many life who will be after the program of Frankaja.
Okay. Fred 0244 on
0244.
263 63 902. Why? 263-902 Fred na nkomo apese oni yedibia no oni edi yedamo nyina sinyankopon enhyiramo DJ Sims baba to aso de amai na enyankopon bo a ochina yebesan nemu ehia biom Whitney on the Swiss nyoma control room sound na Sami enetio enso control sound nyina and a bad boy atobra and so ejina cameras nechi yebesan nemu ehia biom yakram